Mr. MJ Stone for the follow. Yay! Final Fantasy VII, which is not the game I'm playing, which... So first question is from Soul, and what elements work best against Geo enemies? I always have a hard time with them. Yeah, so Geo is one of the obscure elements. They don't really have a whole particular lot of weakness. That's kind of their shtick. Same with Geo characters. They're kind of good against everything, which is kind of nice. I actually find for Geo enemies, I find using Geo character helpful, but if you don't have like one of the 4 stars or 5 stars like Zhongli or whatever, Noelle Claymore users work real good against Geo enemies. And then I find like doing combos and stuff like that. Oh, Cora Hexa, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, so generally I find Claymore users work really well against Geo enemies, and I can kind of demonstrate that a little bit. Right now, actually, I'll go to a Geo slime that I know always spawns, and I'll show you what I mean by switching to a Claymore user. I find that breaks down their defense quicker, and then once their like shield or armor or whatever is gone, then it's just any characters, you just go nuts on them. So I'm just going to switch to my second party, which has my Claymore user in it. Zhongli's great against Geo 2 because he dispels their armor on the lower slimes, and then he's also really good against like dropping down the armor on the bigger guys. However, not everybody has Zhongli. But everybody can get a Claymore user. You can get Noelle and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to use Beidou here, and I'm going to show you real quick. Yeah, Zhongli is quite a useful boy. Let me just switch to Beidou. So there's a Geo slime just over here, and he has armor on. This little guy right here. He always spawns here every day, so kind of nice, and he's shooting rocks at me. But see how when I'm attacking him with the Claymore user, his defense is going down really quickly? That's because Claymore users are basically structured to take down armor and shields quicker, so it helps a lot just switching to a Claymore user. Whoever you have, you get Noelle automatically, so through your first 8 wishes, so you can use her, or if you have somebody else like Chungyun or Beidou like I do, you can wheedle them down, and what it'll do is, there is another one that's a really good test. I think he's up here. I'll show you against a really big Geo guy. Why am I so cute? Well, today's a little bit more of a non-wig casual thing. Tochi and actually you, Zoe, said you liked when I had the braids, so I just loved the braids today. And I was pretty happy. Tochi taught me some, or told me to look up some techniques for like hooded eye makeup, so I was really proud of my makeup today. So yeah, practice, practice, practice. Alright, so this big guy, he likes to be a pain in the butt. He's a Geo armor guy that just suits up. Look at that. Yeah, again, Claymore users are the best to whittle down their defenses quickly. Wow, English. Beidou has a great full counter. I love her full counter with her E. But see, look at his armor's gone, and then at this point it's really whoever you want to start using, and then just kind of spam your spells and everything. Once his armor's gone, like anybody's good against Geo. It's just a matter of getting that armor down first, which can be a bit of a pain. So I always use Claymore users if I'm not using my Zhongli. But Geo tends to be good against Geo, so Noelle would be perfect. So I guess. Oh, that was totally funny. Excuse me, sir.
Let me weave you a verse.
I'm a little bit of a Jing Chao fan. This is my primary party. This is the party that I've had pretty well going for me since October-ish. And then my secondary party now is the Zhao team.
Take this.
But yeah, hopefully that helps answer your first question, Soul. Yeah, so basically with Geo's claymores are the easier ones to knock down their shield, and then just go to town with everybody. So.
Cold beer after a
Oh,
hard
thanks.
day's work.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Where is my next daily? I got one there. I always like to leave the ones in Mondstadt for last because they're usually like, go get this for me. Yeah, okay. So, oh, there's one in Dragonspine. Let's hop over there. I'm just going to switch my party back to party number 2. And these guys here. I'm gonna go back. Oh, impregnable defense. So that's gonna be. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for viewing and following. I really appreciate it. Every follow helps. Every view helps. Alright. This one I always have a fun time playing as Tartaglia because it's all like ice enemies and he's water, and it's just, it amuses me because it gives me that little extra bit of a challenge with this one. So.
Right, useless.
Like, try not to get frozen challenge. With 1.4 coming out, their rumor big change. They're going to allow us to change our world level at will, which is kind of what I've wanted since the beginning. So that's just why I haven't switched to a higher area rank, mainly because I wanted to get everybody leveled up and keep switching who I want to play as.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Excuse me, sir. That was rude. You die now. Oh, he's right the tree. Yes, that is my puppy dog, Astrid. She says hi. Sometimes when I get excited, she barks, so I'm trying not to get too excited on stream. You're all dead. All of you gone. Gone. Yeah, Zoe. The sad thing is, it was supposed to be out on Switch by now, but I'm not entirely sure what's been holding up the delay. I know the console version of the game does have glitches that still haven't been solved, and other things like you can't log into the MiHoYo website to get any of the benefits or anything like that. So I think until they fix those gaps for the console version for PS4, is once that's all solved, they'll probably port it to the Switch, but it was actually supposed to come out already, but now nobody knows. They don't even have an ETA, which is unfortunate because, I mean, this game would be perfect on the Switch in terms of graphics and stuff like that, so it's like a perfect Twitch game, and it's just still not on there, but unfortunate, so. You just have to channel that good juju that MiHoYo eventually, I'm so sorry if I'm saying the company name wrong, will port it over to Twitch sooner, or Switch, sooner rather than later. That would be lovely. Oh, hello, Cora Hexa. If you don't want me to use your real name, just let me know. I generally go by usernames. I try not to use people's real names, but if you're cool with it, just give me a yeah, I'm cool with it. But yay, Loxley says hi to Astrid. Aw, how's Loxley doing? Is he being a good pupper? Oh, hi, Rin. Thanks for joining the stream. And yes, I had added you or whatever. I didn't realize you weren't on my friends list yet, so I apologize for that. But yes, I did add you, and thanks for joining in on this stream and following me. I really appreciate it. So thank you. And woohoo! Time to go to the daily to defeat all the ooh, they're fire. Oh, they're gonna get destroyed. Tartaglia's loves these kind of enemies.
Gather. Yeah.
So the funny thing about Genshin Impact is a lot of people are like, oh, what's your strategy? And for me, I'm like, I just play the characters I like, and I build a team around the people I like. So, and whatever I lack in that team is who I'll replace with another character for, so. Hello, Ginny! Hello! Thanks for coming into the stream. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's going well so far, and so many of you lovely people have come to join me, so I appreciate that. Oh, were you in? That's awesome. That was perfect timing, actually. Yeah, the funny thing is I just, it had come up as a suggestion, and I said, I'm not friends with Brit on Facebook. What is this? So I was just like, yeah, and we'll just add that button. So it's funny that you're just looking at my website at the same time. So it's funny channeling there. So I think I've done all 3. So I just have this one left. Oh, maybe this one will be actually a fighty one. I'm not a huge fan of the air and running ones. I prefer to do the hacky slashy. Those are my favorite dailies, is getting to do the hacky slashy. Yeah, so just to talk a little bit about my team compositions. So I have 2 main teams, and then I have 2 floater characters. Mainly because I'm not a huge fan of any of the pyros that I currently have. I just don't jive with any of them too much. The one pyro user I use right now is Xinyan. She's a Claymore user. I just ended up getting the Skyward Pride, which is a 5-star weapon, for her recently. So that was really good. So that's boosted her up a little bit. But she's my pyro. So if I need a pyro in the party, Xinyan gets swapped in to do any pyro things that I need to do, or any domains that I need to do a pyro. My other floater character is Ningguang. Ningguang is one of my DPSs. I love her playstyle. And she's a Geo, so she kind of just balances everything. And things like she's my only ranged attacker, as well as Tartaglia. So when I'm going against Oceanid, who is a water elite boss, Tartaglia is kind of useless. And they like to spawn stuff that end up in the air. So Ningguang is kind of my go-to lady for that. I also like to sub her in as a DPS if I want to just kind of play around. She does some good damage so far. So she's my other sub. But for my 2 main teams, beside the subs that kind of go in and out depending on the situation, my first team is Jean, Chi-Chi, Jingqiao, and Beidou. Jean and Beidou being more or less the DPSs of the party. Jingqiao is for support, and Chi-Chi is for healing and support. So, but Jean also heals as well, so having the 2 healers in the party are pretty deadly in terms of, like, I never die, so, and I never get really low on health, so those are very handy. And then Beidou is one of my favorite characters to play as. I love her full counter. One of her E's is that if you hold it and the enemy attacks you and then you release, you do a critical damage attack, which is so much fun to time. It also comes with a more unique play style. Jingqiao, I felt a lot of people slept on him. He's a great support character. He also heals, so I have 3 out of 4 people in my party who heal. And he's just a great support that helps balance them all. So that's team 1. Team 2 is definitely just, these are the guys I like to play. This is the team. So basically, Zhao, Tartaglia, and Zhongli are characters I love to play as. And then Chi-Chi's in there for healing and if I get too low. Zhongli, I've made him more support, so he's a shield. He also drops big bombs on people. That's basically what I've structured them as. And then Zhao and Tartaglia are DPSs, so they are my main attacking party. So those are my two teams that I have, with my 2 floater characters who I'll sub in and out depending on the circumstance. So technically I have 10 characters leveled up on this account, and it's taken me since October to do that. So oh yeah, he's gonna send me to go kill some stuff. Oh, you do streaming too, Rin? That's great. That's awesome. I will, after the stream, I'll hit a follow so that I can see your streams. Because I like watching streams and I put them in the background while I work, so. Or play Genshin, so. Alright, so he's gonna want me to go fight some people, which will be up here. Yeah, I don't claim to be a Genshin expert. I never claim to be a video game expert. I play games to have fun, and although I play a lot of them, especially RPG games and stuff, I don't like coming in with the title of expert of any kind. However, I have been playing since October. I've gotten pretty used to the teams and the characters that I have. I played 2 accounts for the longest time. I love sharing knowledge, and if people have questions and stuff like that. So that's why I started with this stream today, to be kind of like an open book. If you have any questions about any of the characters, any of the things in the games, what to do, that kind of stuff. That's what I was hoping to do in the stream while I kind of run around and do my dailies and do my general stuff that I do every day, basically, using up my resin every day and that sort of stuff. I don't play my second account a whole lot anymore. I find it's a little bit too much to be playing 2 accounts at the same time now. So this one is my main account, and then my PS4 account is just for fun, casual kind of. And the mains that I use there are Changyan, Zhangling, Fischl, and Barbara. That's the main team, with Zhongli and Bennett being swapped in and out depending on circumstance if I need it.
Liu as Archon?
As on that account, I haven't been as fortunate with the 5 stars. No, I'm going the wrong way. This way. This way, sir. Talking and not paying attention. Oh. The bench, my one enemy. Always in my way. Ooh. And I talked to this person that the monster you was so worried about was a hilly troll. Oh, Jack, you dramatic person, you. Oh, thanks, Muji. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Alrighty, so the dailies are done for the day. Dailies are something that you can plow out generally in 10 to 15 minutes. They're generally not that time consuming, so it's an easy 60 primo gems. Sometimes I just don't have the energy to play and I'll just log on to do my dailies, and that's about it. So. I'm about to max out the battle pass really early, so I've been playing a little bit more this time around just because of Lantern Rite and all the extra quests and all the extra wishes you got and all the extra stuff you got, so I had been playing a little bit more in February than I had been. So, who to send off on expeditions? Official, because I don't use you on this account. And meat always has to be the good boy, Razor. He goes gather me meat. There's no bonus for it. I just find it funny because he's a wolf boy and I send him out to gather meat, which seems a little bit appropriate. That's just me playing around. There's no like strategy to that. I just do it because I can. China, I'm gonna send you out for some money. Alright. So let's see what my battle pass is. Maybe I'll max it out on stream today. I'm at level 49, so Oh, close. Oh, I will max it out once I do my resin today, so yeah. That's why I'm not worried too much about these today, the weekly missions. If you want to do the battle pass and you want to do it quick, it's good to do these weekly missions every week. And then these special ones that they throw up are good. They don't count for your weekly limit of only 10,000 battle points for the week. So these ones here don't count for that, so that's kind of handy. And then your dailies, it's always good to be spending your resin every day, especially if you're grinding for artifacts or stuff like that. I highly recommend doing that if you can wheedle it into your day. But if you can't, just doing your dailies every day and gathering a few ore items, 10 of them to be exact, you'll be able to boost up your battle pass every day if you remember to do it. So mine's almost maxed, so I've been playing a little bit. Alright, there's a particular thing. Yeah, the victory fanfare. So all of my follow, host, raids, donations are all Final Fantasy inspired. So I believe my raid one is Final Fantasy 15. My host is Final Fantasy 6, donations is Final Fantasy 9, and then following is Final Fantasy 7. So I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, even though it's ironic I'm not playing it right now, but I will be on stream eventually. Probably next week is when I'm going to start. But I like doing little things like that, so... Oh, thank you! I'm glad you like my glasses. Yeah, I got it from Zenny Optical. Jeff's... my husband's cousin recommended it to us, and it's a great place to get fancy glasses for not breaking your wallet. So we got 5 pairs of glasses for $200, so you can't go wrong for that. So what I was gonna do is I just need to see. That's Thursday, so I can't do that today. What can I do today? Maybe these ones? No, this one. Chains. Oh, chains are Wednesday. Great. So I can do that today to level up my swords. Yeah, I've also been the fun thing about this account is on standard banner, I've only pulled 5-star weapons. I haven't pulled any 5-star characters on the standard banner at all. But I've been very, very fortunate with weapons because these, the Wolf's Gravestone, the Aquilia Favona, and the Skyward Pride all came off the standard banner. Which I was super fortunate about. And then this secondary Wolf's Gravestone, which is the best Claymore game in the game, so I've been very, very lucky. I was actually trying to get Zhao's 5-star spear, but I had a 50-50 shot between them, and I ended up getting the Wolf's Gravestone, so I threw it on Chongyan, because I plan on leveling him up on this account at some point, so... Oh, that's clever! Final Fantasy Friday. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a clever... That's clever, Rin. I like that, for sure, so... Yeah, raids. So yeah, if I get raided on the stream or anything like that, it's also Final Fantasy themes, so it'll pop up above my head, so... Yeah. Alrighty, well, we're gonna go do some chain domains. I might have to switch to my other party for this, but we'll see. Let's see what this one is. I can't ever remember this one. I played the other domains so much I forget what this one is. Hydro. Hydro. I don't like Hydro ones because Tartaglia is one of my mains, so... I'm gonna switch to the other team so that I can have Beto on the team. So I'll switch to this. And then it's gonna be Hydro and stuff, so I think I'll switch out.
Oh yeah, rock on!
Excuse me. Xinyan for... Xingqiao for Xinyan, I think is gonna be what I do for that. Yes, thank you everybody for coming and viewing. This is my first solo stream. Usually Tochi's on chat voiced with me the last 2 times, mainly because I was a little bit nervous to be somewhat. I felt like I was talking to myself, but technically I'm talking to you guys. She helped me out on a few Saturdays, and will be again this Saturday, and then going forward it'll probably be either other people or myself, or when she's available. But yeah, this is the first solo one, so I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hi and stuff. So should I try a level 81? I haven't done the level 80 Hydro one. This is gonna be funny. I'm gonna do this on stream just so you can see that it could be a little bit brutal with Hydro. In terms of which element do you find is most OP? So in terms of the enemy element that I find the most OP, it's Hydro. I find Hydro can be pretty tough. I find they have a lot of defense, and it can be tricky and stuff like that in domains like this to deal with Hydro. So I find Hydro being the stronger element on the field or in domains and stuff like that is the enemy side. But as far as characters go, people have a bias saying like Electro is the weakest and things like that. And while I guess maybe numbers wise, there have been other YouTubers more versed with Genshin Impact with the numbers and the math and everything than I who have said that. However, I find in terms of OP, in terms of my situation, I find Xiao, which is Anemo, incredibly OP. So I'm just going to bow out of this real quick just to kind of explain. So the cool thing about Xiao is when he does his burst and he jumps up in the air and plunges back down, he can do that like 10 times before his burst is gone. And while his health goes down, if you have a dedicated healer in your party and activate their healing when he does it, it can benefit that way. But for Xiao, he's got such a high crit rate just from leveling up. Like his crit rate goes up from ascending him. So what I did was I also paired him up with a crit rate helmet to up his crit rate even more. And now for his crit, if you go to his details, I'm critting almost every other attack. And I'm critting for 110 or 111% more damage. So I find Xiao a little broken in terms of like attack power with his Anemo plus his crit rate plus his damage. If you get those up, he is completely overpowered. The other character I have found incredibly overpowered element-wise is Diluc. And Tochi plays Diluc and stuff, and even building with medium artifacts that she's been able to find, he does some pretty big damage too, being both a Claymore user and Pyro. So I find between the two, those are the two like OP ones. But as far as elements being OP, I find any builds and stuff like that, you could make them OP. Geo, though, is the one element in the game that's pretty well good against everything. Like, so if you want to talk about a universal OP, it's Geo characters. And that's because Geo doesn't really have a weakness. And Geo is also strong against every element. So you don't have to worry about, like, in my example, I'm going into a Hydro domain, so I can't really use Tartaglia because he's Hydro. And I'm not going to be doing any damage with him, right? So, but if I have a Geo character in there, it doesn't matter even if I'm in a Geo domain fighting Geo enemies, my Geo character is still good against them. So universally, it's pretty well Geo characters. And ones like even Ningguang, who's just a 4-star, in terms of DPS and damage, I find her incredibly powerful against everything and just universally good against everything. So if I had to pick an element that was OP, it would be Geo for sure. Even though I strongly believe that you can make any character OP depending on the circumstance. Geos are just universally good against everything, and you can put them in every pretty well domain fight. You could bring them into every boss fight, and not struggle with it, right? So it's I find it's always handy to have a
Onwards.
Geo character
We
in
have
the
work to
party,
do.
or somebody you can swap in the party. So I'll just go do this. Yeah, Sol, you were fortunate to pull Zhao, which congratulations, by the way, because it's somewhat hard to pull some top tier characters, that's for sure. It's all basically luck, right? In some degree. There are pities you can hit, but a lot of it's luck. And so building Zhao up to be your main DPS, and yes, he is very OP. If you ever need tips and stuff like that, let me know. But Zhao is 100%, he's an OP sir, and I love him for it. So he's just so satisfying to play, and you just rack up the damage super quick with him, which is super great. So. But yeah, the way I built Zhao I got him the Black Cliff pole, which is a crit damage and attack spear. That's helped his crit damage up, and then because he levels up his crit rate, I just put on a helmet with crit rate, and he just does insane damage. It's pretty cool. I'll do a couple rounds here, and then I'll bring him in even against Hydro enemies and show you just kind of how OP you can get. Oh, I'm also not one of those players who are like, don't use food buffs, you have to use... No, I use food buffs. That's what they're there for. There's a reason why you can cook and make some pretty good stuff. Generally, I use it to up the crit rate. So if Zhao was in my party right now, he would have a 60% chance to crit, which is like every other attack he's critting, right? So crit rate I find useful in food. I also like to up my defense with food, especially in domains. And then I'll use a hydro resistant one. Alright.
I do hope the Knights of
Let's
Favonius
try this
are-
level 80 one. I have not done this one before. Not with hydro, anyway. Done some level 80 or higher domains, but not with hydro. I find hydro really powerful. It's a little bit of a pain in the
Barbados,
butt, too.
guide us. Go.
Oh, jeez. I forgot I've leveled her up recently, so her attack does more damage. Throws me off. Throws me off when they start doing good damage. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I was just building Xenia the other day, because I got her a decent sword. And I hate Hydro because they always put you in bubbles, and that's just frustrating. Come on, hit me. Wow, that is just really poorly timed. I wanted to show you all the full counter. It just all did not attack me. Wow. Slime. People say hilly churls are not that intelligent. I say slime is that intelligent. Actually hitting for good damage now. There's a while there I was using Xinian as my fire, but she wasn't doing the damage. I was just using her for pyro. Thanks to having the Skyward Blade, she's doing more decently. Alright, you guys. I don't like this.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
Barbados,
Everybody's
guide us.
Oops. Ah! Poor attack. I don't like this Hydro domain because it's on a timer, and it should be a little bit nerve-wracking to kill them, especially at level 80. Hydro just has a great mix of there it is. There's the 14,000 damage I like. Hydro, the domain, they reduce your element. Elemental energy recharge. There we go. My goodness. Oof, that was a mouth teaser for some reason. Ah! Forgot when he does his bubble, I can't actually counter that. But yeah, Hydro, their energy recharge is down. They have higher defense. They put you in bubbles. Don't like Hydro. Enemy-wise. Character-wise, they're great. Anybody up that I can do this?
Wheel of life.
Wind, hear me.
Oh, it's gonna be close! Oh, I did it! Awesome. Jeez, stressful. Forgot this one has the counter on it. Ugh. Yeah, so if Noelle is your only Geo character, it would be a good idea to level her up a little bit. Noelle is one of the weaker Geo characters, but she can be pretty strong if you build her well into the attack and shield and kind of cater on that. If you don't have any other Geo characters yet, she can be quite handy against pretty well everything. So she's a very good universal character to build. Plus she's a Claymore, so she can knock Geo enemies' defense and stuff like that down a lot quicker and everything, so it's super nice. Yeah, Muji. Yeah, the funny thing about the slimes is they do remind me of the Reincarnated as a Slime anime. They also remind me of like Dragon Quest slimes and stuff like that. So I love the addition of the slime characters in this game because it's a little bit of homage and stuff to that. But I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna try swapping out Jean for Zhao. I'm gonna see if that makes things a little bit easier for me against the Hydro enemies. At level 80. If not, I'm just going to go down onto level 59. I'm not too worried. I just need to collect
Conquering demons is what I do.
chains, so, alright. Give this a try. Give it a try. And it's funny, I did this and I only got blue and green. So, I mean, sometimes it's not worth troubling yourself in the higher domains unless you specifically need purple and gold for your weapons and stuff like that. I do actually need purple, but I can transform green and blue, leveling them up to purple if I have to. So getting any at all is good, but sometimes if you're only needing green or blue, going into the one where you might get purple, but it's a harder difficulty and you're not able to do it as quickly, sometimes it's a bit of a deterrent. So sometimes I don't do the higher level domains myself. Oh, I should have buffed. Excuse me, slimes. There we go.
Feel the beat. To ashes.
I love Zhao because he's just so fast in his attacks, which are super handy. And his playstyle is just speedy attacks. But you have to watch with Zhao because of his health. That's the one thing I think is weaker on his health and
Orders
defense.
given. Orders received.
Disappear. Here. 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 Worthless.
You trapped your own guy. That's smart there, Mr. Slime.
Useless.
Amp it up.
on. Yeah, dance all you want.
Back off!
Soon destroyed. Excuse me.
Evil conquering. Worthless.
Yeah, see? That was a lifesaver here. Like, his attack is
Worthless.
destroyed. And with Hydro, he's really good against breaking their shields, which is so nice. And despite being, like, it takes out his health, if you look, he's pretty low in health right now. As long as you have a healer and everything in the party, it makes it way better. See, that went better, and I didn't even need buffs to do that, so it's nice. Oh, look at that! I got a purple one! Finally! Yay! I got no purple ones yesterday, so I was very frustrated with that. So nice to see an actual purple one. But is there an element that you feel should be a part of every team? A part of every team, maybe not necessarily, but always having a pyro, one of every element leveled up is super, super handy. So I find pyro, for example, is needed in a lot, like in domains and activities around the, like when you're running around the world and doing things and lighting stuff or whatever, pyros are necessary. And it seems to be one of the overwhelming elements that is incredibly necessary. So I feel like having a pyro character leveled up is an absolute must. Maybe not necessarily like in my case where they're actually in my team, but leveled up where I can swap them in when I do need them is incredibly important. I would say pyro for sure. Other elements and stuff like that are pyro's also really good in Dragonspine as well, because everything is ice and ice elemented enemies and you're freezing to death, so lighting up pillars to stop yourself from freezing, pyro is incredibly important to have during Dragonspine when you're running around in the ice area. So I would say pyro absolutely would be an element that should be either leveled up that you could switch into your party or in your party at all times. Absolutely pyro. All the other ones are great to have and they kind of synergize with each other depending on which ones you have. So for example, if I had a water character in my party right now, them with Beto, they can do electrical conduct. With ice, which is Chi-Chi, they can do freezing. You know, with fire, they can do vaporize, water and fire vaporize to each other. So it all does extra damage. So you can get all the other elements kind of synchronized. So depending on your team and who you want to main as, you might bring in a couple others that support really well with each other. That can be freezing the enemy or electrifying the enemy or something like that while you're, you know, banging on them. But pyro is absolutely must, at least if you want to do Dragonspine, if you want to do some of the domains that are ice, which is one of them is in Dragonspine, and then I believe another one is in Mondstadt. So if you're doing any of the ice domains, they're incredibly important. So having a pyro character leveled up is an absolute must. But for me, I'm picky on the pyro characters I like, and I like Diluc, and I don't have him. So Xinyan was the other one that I liked in terms of their playstyle. And Zhangling, sorry if I mispronounced the name, I'm very sorry. Zhangling is the other pyro character that I enjoy to play as. I play as her on my PS4 account, but I try to keep this account different from my PS4 a little bit, so I didn't level her up on this account and chose Xinyan instead, just for something different, more or less. But you definitely want a pyro leveled up at all times. They're incredibly important to do a bunch of stuff, and you just don't seem to get away with it. Like, you don't even have to use Amber. I mean, yes, Amber's good for lighting spires and stuff like that throughout the world or whatever for uncovering chests and stuff like that. But I have her at level 20 and I just swap her in, light the things, and switch her back out. But as a leveled up character, you want a pyro character, whether it be Amber, which is your free character, or any of the other pyros you are fortunate to get. Definitely have a pyro character leveled up. They're incredibly useful. I want to up my crit rate for Zhao. And I'll throw on a defense one for Zhao too. So it'll just be helpful. Well, the thing is I try not to get my hopes up. Daddy D comes home, yeah. I try not to get my hopes up for characters, and if there's anything that any of you who are playing or interested in playing take away from this, it's that don't go in expecting to get any characters except for the free ones. Otherwise, you may be disappointed or tempted to spend money to get them. And this game can suck your wallet dry very quickly. So I strongly urge to be careful with, like, you know, I have my favorites. I love Diluc. He's such a great character. But I'm not heartbroken I don't have him. And maybe someday he'll come home and I'll scream. And maybe it'll be on stream and I'll scream. But, like, I'll be super excited for that. But I'm not going to be incredibly disappointed if I don't get him. And that's just sort of what I want to leave with everybody. If there's one thing you take from the stream is don't be super disappointed with certain characters if you don't get them. It's a gacha game at its roots. It's meant for you to gamble and spend money to get characters. And it can be defeating sometimes when you really, really want a character and you can't pull them, and you kind of sink into that. And that's the way I was starting to feel on my PS4 account, because I have terrible luck on that account. I can't seem to pull characters I want except for Changyan and Zhongli. Those are the two main ones that I wanted on that account, and I just kept struggling, and I kept feeling temptation to spend money because of it. So that's why I ended up creating a PC account, and then I ended up with better luck on this account. So I ended up kind of stepping back from that. So while I do spend for the Welcome Moon, that's about the only thing I spend for, except for on the odd occasion I'll buy the battle pass if I want one of the weapons and I've leveled it up, like at present. However, it's generally the Welcome Moon's the only thing I spend money on, and all the characters are great, even the free ones. I've seen people like just destroy with Lisa, with Kaya, with Amber, even though I personally don't like Amber. Like, there's some Amber mains out there that they can do more damage than I can with some of the better equipped characters like Zhao. So all of them are great, and you can beat the game with just the free characters. So while I would absolutely love Diluc to come home, I'm not terribly bummed that he doesn't. And I know, like, Tochi mains Diluc. She got him to come home. Cannibal Ducky, I believe you said you have Diluc. So, I mean, I have friends who have Diluc that if I wanted to see Diluc in combat, I can play with one of you and we can have a good time. But I'm not incredibly too sad about it. Like, Tochi also has Albedo, which I really like Albedo too, so I get to see Albedo when we play together and stuff, so it's not two things. So making friends on here is great, because then you can see other characters you might not have in action, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, Kaya, Cannibal, you're just totally right. Kaya is a great free character. Lisa is a great free character. Noelle, even though you have to spend 8 wishes or whatever, is a great free character who also heals. So, like, the free characters are awesome, and you can build a solid team and a strong team with them. You don't necessarily need all these extras. They're really just, in the end, extra characters, right? So I've been fortunate that I have so many playing for so long. But on my PS4 account, my main team is just 4 stars. And I have a blast with it. Like, I main Changyan. People call me crazy for it, but I love Changyan. I love my Exorcist Blue Boy, and you know, he's just a great character build, right? So, and like Tochi mains Kaya and is a great character, and I think Soul, you use Kaya a lot too. So like, you could do just fine with the free characters. I mean, you don't have to wish for other characters and stuff like that, you can be just satisfied with the ones that you have. But if you do wish or whatever, just use the wishes you get in game and throw them down every now and then to try to pull something better. But don't be bummed if you don't get anything, because you can be just fine with the few that you do get. So. Like, I know people on the forums who main the free characters and only pull on the weapon banner to get weapons. Because they don't care about any of the other characters. They love the free characters. Can you attack me? No. Of course you are. Just because I was sitting there ready, right? That's how that works. This is why I don't... Oh no, I'm not kill him. Too busy yakking and not paying attention. Yeah, I hate this domain because it has the timer on it. And sometimes I don't pay attention that I haven't killed an enemy. Some of the domains, it's just a universal timer, like beat them in 5 minutes or beat them in 10 minutes. And this one's like, no, you have a minute to beat them. So it can be a bit of a pain in the butt.
Boring. Disappear. Here.
Excuse me.
Worthless.
Don't you hurt my objective.
Here. Here. Here.
Orders given. Orders received.
I just love Chi-Chi. She's one of my favorite characters in terms of healers. Oh. But in terms of healers, you automatically get for free Barbara, and Barbara's great. She's such a great healer. Oh, I did it again! I wasn't paying attention. You know what? I'm just gonna go to a lesser leveled one. Mainly because I only need purple ones anyway, so I don't technically need to be in the gold one. But I would like to talk and answer questions and not have to worry about failing my challenges all the time. Purple is the best. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan of purple colored characters and stuff, and I mean, like, my Beidou with her red and everything, but her element is electricity, which is purple, is quite nice. Jeff laughs at me because I always call her my wife, so we're in a three-way relationship, me, Beidou, and Jeff. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I love Beidou, so... Yeah, so Amber is an archer character. She's not like Tartaglia where I can switch him to DPS as one of his moves. Archers are a little bit tricky to play. They're slower, their mechanics are a little bit clunky, and especially on console because you're on console Soul, yeah, I find archers really hard to play on console. That's why my Fischl on that account, I use her as support, so I'll throw her into the round or whatever. I'll throw her out so that she has her ability, put her burst out, and then I'll switch her out right away. So I'm not really ever using her to be an archer, but yeah, I found the archers tricky and play, especially on console. Alright. If I fail this one, I'm just a failure at that point. Because it's like really low level. Gouges can destroy everything. Oh, you're healing. Might try to give myself a bit of a challenge on this and try to solo it. I'll not even switch out characters. Just kill everything with Zhao. Animo is actually really good against Hydro, FYI. A lot of people don't know that or realize that, but
evil conquering.
Animo can break Hydro's defenses fairly quickly, their shield. As you can clearly see. The shield's almost gone, and now it's gone. So the fact that you're maining Zhao is great there, Soul. The free Animo character you get is main character, and she or he, depending on which twin you went with, are fairly good as well. Animo characters, aka main characters. I'm being very stubborn right now, and I'm like, I'm just gonna play as Zhao. I'm not gonna switch with anybody. I'm just gonna kill everything again.
Rise.
There we go. Animo is wind, yeah. Yeah, the wind element. Wind is good against Hydro, which is ironic. You would think it would be electricity or pyro, but which pyro is also good, but Animo is good for knocking down their shields, especially Hydro mages, for sure. Yeah, as a challenge, I'm gonna try not to switch characters. I'm just gonna try to do each round with just Zhao. While they could go quicker if I swap characters in there, this is just a fun challenge. Can't you? Now they are level 59, so I should be able to kill them all. I like to save his burst for when Mr. Hydro Mage is down because it'll take out his shield. Nice try. Zhao is just an entertaining character. He's just he likes to kill things, and that's his job, and he's been doing it for thousands of years. And he's just entertaining in that regard. He's a tortured soul. I was a little sad we didn't get too much of his history from the Lantern Rite, but I'm hoping his history will be a little bit more prominent as we go along. Because he's a very intriguing character. And they're all done.
Life goes on.
Heal only. Yes, must protect the Zhao. He is a sweet baby child. He must be protected. Yes. He's one of the funny thing is he's the whole reason Tochi ended up playing the game, is found art of Zhao, concept art of Zhao, and fell in love with the character, who's usually on talking on stream with me. However, for me, it was Changyan who attracted me to the game. I fell in love with this character. I was like, I want this character, and I was very fortunate. I pulled him even off banner fairly early on both accounts. For me, but like, Zhao is just one of those characters I just really want to learn more about, because he has such a kind of tortured past, and he's been basically exterminating demons for eons, and I'm really intrigued to learn more about him. And that's just like, that's not even spoiler, that's just literally when you get him or look at his character archive, that's the information it gives you. So one big thing that I hope they start to advance in is more story quests where you get to learn more about characters' paths and stuff like that. I really love character development in games. That's one of the big reasons why I love Final Fantasy, is because of all the different characters and character development stuff in games.
Conquering.
I like a good story, I like a good character background, and I love good gameplay.
Worthless. Here.
I love how you said from flying. I don't know how anybody could play Zhao and just be like, oh, I like this. But then again, a lot of people don't like fast character gameplay. But for me, as soon as I play tested him, I was like, I need him in my life. He is such a fun character to play. Pull
Surprise.
So, how's everybody's evening going tonight? I hope it's going well, and every now and then I'll kind of update. The whole purpose of the stream is to ask me questions about stuff, anything in Genshin related. I'm all for it. Character builds, what I build my characters with, all that kind of stuff. If you're just tuning in, just popping in to the stream, that's basically what I'm going for. Or just watch me play and talk to me and ask general questions in general. And I'm a pretty open book, so as long as they are not overly inappropriate, I'm happy to answer questions. Oh, are you still at work? Are you still doing work there, Muji? AKA best friend. For everybody in the stream who doesn't know, Mujitsukio, oh, I always say your username wrong, I'm so sorry, has been a best friend to me since, like, 2008, I think is when we met. I can't remember, 2007. It's been a very long time, but been my best friend for many
Get out of my way!
years. Over a decade at this point.
Worthless!
I love her to death. Just look at them all fly! Like, oh Jesus. Pressed his E instead of dropping. Oh, the slime. They go flying. You, Soul, you can ask me inappropriate questions. You have been grandfathered into that status. So. I don't think anything's inappropriate when it comes out of your mouth, Soul. Use your burst against 2 remaining slimes. There we go.
Life goes on.
Okay, Mighty Merlin. I mean, you're really stretching it there a little bit. I mean, if you would have just stated with cool, I mean, that's debatable. I guess I could give you that, but cool and handsome? You're really fishing there, aren't you? Oh. For those in the chat, Mighty Merlin is my dear older brother. Who is totally not fishing there a little. Totally innocent. Who has just actually started playing Genshin Impact, so he just started. And knowing him is probably already far enough. You can all thank him and my dad for getting me into video games. The two of them are the reason I play games today. Everything. Oh, he's here.
Disappear!
I was like, I thought I heard the Hydra merge, but then I didn't see him. Too busy killing stuff.
Worthless! Worthless! Worthless!
Oh, Cora Hexa, you're actually just starting? That's amazing! I am an open book. If you ever have questions or anything, by all means, just throw them at me. I am I love when new players start, and I get so excited for you because it's like, oh, what characters are you gonna get? What weapons are you gonna get? Where are you gonna go? And who's gonna be your favorite? And I just get really excited because it's just a fun game. And I find like, although a lot of people universally like certain characters, like everybody has their favorite and it differs and stuff like that. So it's super exciting that you just started, but super fun game, for sure. I love playing it. It's definitely got its teeth into me. So yeah, I mean it's fun. Oh yeah, right. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting the time zone difference or whatever because you're 3 hours behind. So I always forget that. But oh, Zhao means small in Mandarin? Oh, interesting. For those who may not know, MiHoYo is a Chinese company who's developed this game. So, I wonder if that was part of their name because he is one of the shorter male characters in the game. So I wonder if that was a part of it that they named him Zhao a little bit more. I love when they do stuff like that, so. Yeah, as you play Korra, definitely keep me posted on your favorites and stuff like that too, and spam me anytime with Genshin anything. I love seeing it. People's favorite characters and where they got the game, and Soul does that, and I just love it, and my friend Tochi does it with me, and my brother, now that he's playing and stuff like that, keeps sending me screenshots and little conversations and stuff. It's fun, because it's like, I started this game so long ago at this point, I don't have that new game sort of, new game smell sort of feel about the game, but it's so much fun when new people start to get in it. It's one of those games where I feel like new players are going to always come in periodically for the next few years, so it's super exciting. It gets me back to being excited about the game and stuff, even when I'm kind of just doing the same old, same old. Probably have enough chains at this point, but this is fun, so. Gonna use all my resin on chains and level up my, trying to level up. Then I have to go hunting ruin hunters. And it's done.
Go.
Oh, you just got a PC, Korra? That's awesome. Yeah, it's a great game to play on PC. The nice thing is you can kind of log in even on mobile, on your phone too, with your PC account, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's I'm playing it on PC right now, and it's even not terribly souped up PCs can handle the game fairly well. So my computer's a bit of a tank, but that's mainly because I do 3D art and stuff. So. I need a stronger computer to handle rendering and 3D modeling at very high poly counts. So, so it's a little bit more smooth on mine. But even mediocre PCs can handle this game fairly well, which is really nice. So, and I like that they went with the more Breath of the Wild kind of look in terms of. Graphics and stuff like that. I like that hand-painted texture look. It's so nice. Alright, so I need 5 of those. Let's see how many I can actually craft. The crafting system in this game is nice and kind of handy for when you just, like me, didn't get very lucky there. I only pulled two purple out of 8 runs of that domain, so... but I can craft a lot of the lower level ones up to purple, which is helpful. So, oh jeez, look how many I can make. I needed 5. I don't have any character bonuses on this account. Beto. So I got that 9 now. And I need Forbidden Curse Scroll. Let's see how many I can make of those. Oh, I just literally just forgot how many I needed. That happens to me a lot. I click through a 4. Click through so fast sometimes I forget. See, can I make any scrolls? Oh, I can make a lot of scrolls apparently. Now I know Sucre gives me a bonus here. I only need 4. And then the other, oh, she gave me 2 bonuses. Well, thanks. The other is, oh, jeez, look how many I can make here. Yeah, I'll just do all of them. And then I'm just gonna get out and see how many I need to level up my Beto sword to 8. I need 11. Oh, I don't think I have enough for 11, but we'll see. Oops. C for craft. No, doesn't work that way. This core I need. I can do 10. I need 11. Jerk. Well, maybe I'll luck out. Maybe Sucrose will give me a bonus one. Cross our fingers. Maybe I'll luck out. Cross my fingers. Confirm. The one time I wanted Sucrose to give me extra. Rude. Okay. So I think I'm gonna need to, oops, go hunting some Ruin Guards to, so I can ascend my sword today. Yeah, because I need one. One. Alright. So these cores are Ruin Guards. And I know where there are Ruin Guards. There's one here, I think. Which is closer? I'll go here. The floaty pink bunny. It's actually a Seelie. My little companion was a special event that happened, I believe, a couple months ago, where you used Seelies are like these floaty spirits that you have to help them their way home, and they give you like chests and stuff. Well, you did a treasure hunting one where they would help you find treasure, which was super cool. And at the end, you got to pick one of 3 different colors of these floaty Seelies. They're literally just a pet. Like, I can't really do anything. They just follow me and stuff or whatever. I'm hoping they'll release something in the future where I can like send it out, or I can feed it, or I can touch it, or something like that where you can interact with it. So it just hangs around, but it's like a little pet that follows me. And you could pick yellow, blue, or pink. And on my PS4 account, I picked a yellow one, and then on this account, I picked a pink one. So, because blue ones are already in the game, so I was like, I want a more unique looking one. I have to go more this way. Oh, it's a Ruin Guard. Actually, I'm going to change my party before I get too far into the Ruin Guard, because this is where my Tartaglia comes in handy. My archer, who is very impatient and wants to kill everything. That's how Tartaglia do. And any of you who are watching, if you ever want to find a Ruin Guard, one spawns here. In this little area right here. Every day. So, one always spawns here. And it's a nice little... Ha! How did I not get the achievement? I've been trying to get the achievement where you hit an enemy's weak spots from far away. And like, that was far away, I felt. Nope. Nope. This is why I like archers sometimes. It's fun to just kind of sit here with a Ruin Guard and shoot at sweet point. And then slightly move out of the way when he gets his little bullets on. Oh, he's down.
Yeah, brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Ah. You're gonna be destroyed before you get back up.
Who's next?
Alright, there's one. I need one, so I need to get
No time
two
to
more
lose.
to refine it into the bigger one. Rune guards, rune guards, rune guards. I think there's one over here. Trying to remember where all the rune guards are without, popping up the thing where it leads me to rune guards, because I'm stubborn and I don't need directions. I can figure this out. Yeah, alright. This way. No, not yeah. I don't want to fight you. Look at all these little slimes. Look at them all. Look at all the babies. Look at them all. Aren't they just cute?
Order
and
guide you.
That was super overkill. Stop messing around. Go to what I'm doing. Woohoo. The youngest bacon bit would like you to know that they made Easter cookies today with Mom. Aww, that's so sweet. Good job. I hope you had a lot of fun making your Easter cookies. And I miss you. It's been so long since I've been able to see you. Thanks to this pandemic. Is the little bacon bit feeling better? Oh, I just got pummeled. Tiger is like, oh, rude. Yeah, just run away. Unfortunately, Soul, it was a special event, but because a lot of people, a lot of new players have come in and missed out on it, I know they're going to bring it back sooner rather than later. So there'll probably be another event coming up, hopefully with 1.4, where you can get one as well. Or it'll be like a little thing you can like get in the shop or something like that. Hopefully not for Primos, because that would just be mean. I'm hoping for more things that can like follow you, or more like Sealies you can get, or just little extra perks like that. Oh, Zhongli's voice actor is great. Like, it's funny that I know him the best from he's down. From Persona 5 as one of the bad guys in there.
Who's next?
But it's funny in this one where he's not, and he's just like, oh, I like it. Just commands the room. There's some rune guards down here, actually. Oh, both of them are feeling better now? That's good. I know they had colds or whatever, but glad to hear that they're feeling better and hopefully as feisty as ever, driving you crazy, as kids are supposed to.
Wheel of life.
That is just kid 101. You need to drive you crazy. I can't ever remember where exactly the boosters are. Because there's a bunch of little angels. I'm just going to destroy them, trying to make a fire in the rain. It's unfortunate. I feel kind of bad for them. There's a reason why you can't cook in the rain there, sirs. Oh, Muji, you're gonna be in Ontario in December. That's good. I demand visits. Hopefully, I'm hoping by December that the pandemic will be a little more under control and we'll be all vaccinated. That would be delightful. Because because I would love to see you, because I know you're unable to come down as often.
Yeah.
Same with me. I can't really afford all the time to go places too much. Small business owner. Always broke. I love Persona 5. Like, absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite games. I would say favorite character. I am very, very fond of Joker, the main character. As soon as he was, like, his concept art was released and everything, I just fell in love with his design, I fell in love with his character, and I know it's mostly you control them, but he has this bit of a sass to him, at least even in the beginning cutscenes before you actually get control over him. And I love that, like, he wears glasses because he thinks it makes him look smart, not because he needs them. Some things like that. Made me laugh, but he's my favorite character in Persona 5. I always romance the Doctor, though. Me and my older women. I always pick the Doctor. Also, Soul, if you're watching, here's a handy thing that I love about Zhongli. So, if you hold his E,
Stabilize.
he breaks open rocks for you. No more wacky wacky. I know it's such a minor thing to be like, I love this about this character. But it's so handy when you have a lot of rocks around you and you're just like, I don't want to whack these all day. The only ones he can't do are the Electro ones, like the one up here. You can only break those from fire, which is a pain. And often why I don't have very many of them in my party.
Are
Oh.
you here to play with me?
We're gonna fight the thirsty mage here. Electro mage lady. She's always so thirsty. She's like, oh, let me amuse myself. Oh, come to play with me. And like, it's like, okay. If you are too thirsty, you need to chill.
Shine. Wheel of life.
Hi, Storm. Hi, Conehead. Oh, I know. My poor puppy has to wear a cone because she keeps scratching her ear, and she has a injury on her ear we're trying to heal, and she's just very sad looking at me because Jeff's the one who puts the cone on her, so she comes to me with sad eyes like, please take it off, Mom. Please take it off. See, I have a very, very sad poopy. A very sad Conehead. Poor sweetheart. No, you can't go under my desk, puppy. You don't fit anymore.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Alright, back to what I was doing. Gotta go find one more ruin guard.
Rise.
One more! she knows I'm not the one who put her in a cone, so maybe I'll take it off, but forgets that I'm in cahoots with her daddy, and it stays on. Oh, I hate these cryo guys when I don't have a... You know what?
I will have order.
Overkill. Yeah, overkill. My poor cone puppy. I know there's a ruin guard out here somewhere. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, maybe I can see. Oh, there it is. Ahaha! I knew there was another one out here. I knew it. There's a spider thing there. Just put my fire over there. Switch out so he doesn't lose health. Okay, I think I got enough. The reason why I keep grabbing Star Conches here is I actually need them to level up Tartaglia. That's one of the items that you need to use to ascend him, so I always like to pick those up. Alright, let's see. Gotta look in my inventory. Excuse me. Yep, I have enough now.
Reduced to just standing around.
Yes. Gonna level up my sword to level 80.
Here!
We have another half an hour left of the stream. If anybody has questions or anything, feel free to ask. I'm gonna just be leveling up stuff or whatever on stream for the remainder of the time. Sucrose gives me a bonus. Alright. Craft that one. And now I get to level up or ascend Veto's weapon. Hooray. Nice. That's such a big damage boost. Nice. And now I get to use all my gems. There's a reason why I have 700. Yes, I was planning on leveling up weapons, and they take a lot of crystals to level up. Like, look at this. Like, 83 to get to level 5 levels. Pro tip, stockpile on these crystals as much as you possibly can. The ore. Forge crystals as much as you can. You'll need them for leveling up weapons. Alright, we're gonna enhance it all the way up. Then we'll do here. There we go. Alright, this sword is now maxed out until I can, until I ascend my area level. Remember when I said I'm at area rank 45 but I could be higher? If you look up here at your adventure rank, adventure EXP, when you get to certain milestones, you have to do a quest to make the world harder. Right now I haven't done that quest, so that's why I've been kind of sitting. Mainly because I don't see a whole lot of point to go up. You get very little extra drop rates and you can go to level 90 and stuff like that, but right now 80 is fine for me, so I want to get everybody leveled up, everybody beefed up, everybody to the point where I want them before I will ascend later. But you can see right here that I have 100,000 EXP built up, so when I do ascend, I will probably shoot up to like area rank 52. So, also why I want to make sure everybody is beefed up and strong, because that's going to make things a lot more difficult in-game. Alrighty, so let's take a look at Beto. Look at that attack power. Look at that attack power now. Her crit rate is terrible. I have to get that up. But her attack power is nice. I need. What do I need for this one? Something that is not today. That one, I'm switching his weapon. His doesn't really. Oh, he needs chains today too, actually. Oh, right, she needs shields, which is tomorrow. He needs something that's on Friday. Where's I just did? Oh, actually. I can max out the battle pass. So I'm level 50 with the battle pass. Hooray! Yay! Get a wish. Yeah, primo gems. And we're gonna grab. Actually, I'm gonna go look to see what I need. Talents. Prosperity. Haven't been able to get that one yet. So I'm good to go for his prosperity. What about... He's nowhere near. How about her? Actually, she's fairly close to being able to level up. I can level up that one, actually. Level up her tide color, and yeah, I'm gonna go with gold. Free characters. Just one quick sec. I'm just gonna grab this. Hooray, it's maxed out. Free characters are the free characters that you get are your actually an easier way to show you would be this. Alright, so your main character is an automatic 5-star that you get. You get to choose between one of the two twins, male or female. I picked the male one for this account, and I have the female one for my PS4 account, just so that I could say I played both. He's the first 5-star character you'll ever get, mainly because the main character can switch their elements and stuff. So he's set to Geo right now, but he can also be Anemo, and then I'm assuming once we unlock more worlds and areas as the game progresses, which is when they're released, he will be able to be all the elements in the end, is my assumption on that. So he's your first 5-star character, and a lot of people's only 5-star character, but he's still kind of handy. The other free characters you get is Amber is the next one that you get. She's an archer, pyro archer. Some people have built her and really like to play archers. I'm not a huge fan of them. I play Tartaglia as an archer because he can switch to DPS. I'm not a huge fan of just kind of sitting back and shooting in this game. Ironically, I'm usually archers in RPG games or mages, so it's hilarious that I don't particularly like it in this, and I prefer DPSs. But she's she's the second free character. You also get Lisa, which is a mage, electro mage. Lisa is incredibly powerful, and if you build her and level her up really well, she can be a really strong support, or she can be a really strong DPS. She's often slept on. A lot of people will like get other characters or something like that and not level her up, and because I was fortunate, I got a lot of characters right away, so I was one of the ones who didn't level her up, but she's a strong character, so she's another free one. Kaya is a free one. He's Cryo Ice. Kaya is a great DPS character, freezes enemies and stuff, has like ice spin around him. He's a really fun character. I love Kaya's just like character and everything. And he's got a fun storyline, and then more story details as you use him and become friends with your characters. So see if you see this friendship level down here. As you level this up, it unlocks more details about the character in their character profile that you can click on, where they have opinions about other characters, or they tell a little bit more about their backstory, or they talk about plot stuff that happened and stuff. And as you level that up, you unlock more of those, which is super cool. Like, for example, I have Chi-Chi's maxed. Jean's almost maxed. And my new squad here is starting to level up. Beto is like a smidge away from being maxed and all that. Other free character is Barbara. She's hydro, so water. She's a pop idol, nun. which is kind of funny actually. I love it. And she's a healer. So automatically the game gives you a team that you can not only beat the game with, but beat most of the domains and stuff like that. Like, if you level these characters up, you can have a very strong, solid team. And then another character they count as a free character is Noelle, because she has her own special beginner banner. And if you roll on it, you're automatically guaranteed Noelle. So after you build up 8 blue wishes, you can throw it down and you automatically get Noelle. So that's why they call her free, because they give you enough of the wishes in game that you can roll on that banner and get her. So she's also considered a free character. Now, with MiHoYo, they like to throw in, every now and then, they give you another character that's free. When I first played in the beginning, if you got to floor 3 of the Spiral Abyss, you got Xiangling as a free character. And then I kept playing, and they released an event with Fischl that if you did the whole event with Fischl and got all of the materials and everything, you got Fischl as a free character.
I created another universe and found
And then recently they did the Lantern Rite, which you could pick one of 6 characters for free if you did all the prerequisites, and it was all the Liyue characters. So you could pick Changyan, you could pick Xinyan, Jing Chao, Ningguang, Beidou, or Xiangling as your free character. So MiHoYo is very generous in that regard, that they will slip you free characters if you keep playing the game every now and then, right? So, and I find generally when they launch a new like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 updates, they like to slide in events or whatever to get a free character, just to help enticing. With 1.4 coming up, my thoughts is they're probably going to give a Mondstadt character for free, but there's no confirmation yet. That's just my thought. I think that's going to be. But those are the 6 characters you get for free, and then the extra ones they've given if you've been playing since the beginning or at certain milestones for certain events, then you got them for free. Which is kind of neat. And then another way they give you characters too that you can buy is that when you make wishes and you roll 4 stars or 5-star items, you get something that's called star glitter, and that's this one here. So this slowly builds up. Once you get to 34, you can buy one of the 2 characters that are here, and right now we have Ningguang and Jing Chao as the 2 characters we can buy. Like, I could buy it right now, but they're high enough stuff for me. I don't need them. But you can get them there. And the other cool thing about characters is they have constellations. So if you roll them more than once, so for example, if you pull them more than once. So for Ningguang, I've pulled her twice. So I have her at C1 constellations, and different constellations give you more bonuses to the character. So like Beidou, I have at C4. Jing Chao's at C4, Xinyan's at C4. I've been very fortunate and lucky with my characters and stuff like that. Like, a lot of them have constellations. Even my Lisa has C1, who's the free character. I pulled her on standard banner, which was kind of funny. So I have yeah, with 5 stars, the only 5-star I have a constellation on is Chi-Chi. I pulled her twice, which Chi-Chi doesn't really get any great bonuses until the last one. Her last constellation, her 6, is she revives everybody and restores everybody's health to 50%. So when you're doing domains with other friends and stuff like that, or if all your characters have been wiped out but one, she can revive them all, which is super nice. But she's hard to pull because she doesn't have her own banner, right? She's completely random if you ever get her. But ultimately, those just give you bonuses. They're not necessary to play the characters to have them more times. You could beat the game without any of the extra characters that you can get. Just the free characters with just the constellations they start at, which is 0. So, like, it's just freebies. Some people like to collect characters and stuff, and other people throw money down that they can, but it's not a game you need to spend money on at all. So... so, last question. What effect does Elemental Mastery have on character? Oh, yeah, okay. So, this is one that I was confused at the beginning, and I was like, why do I care about this stat? And the reason why you want to care about it is only if you're trying to do elemental reactions. So how I mentioned that if you make somebody afflicted with hydro, which is water, and then you hit them with pyro, which is fire, and that vaporize happens, that's where your elementary mastery matters. So elementary mastery will boost up how much damage that vaporize does, depending on which character it was that did the final one to cause it. So if I throw out Jingqiao here, make them wet, and then I throw out Xinyan and put pyro, because she has a higher elementary mastery than my Jingqiao, she will cause vaporize to do more damage. And it works for everything. So it works for overloaded, which is fire, pyro and electro. Works for superconduct, which is hydro and cryo mixed together. Electrocharged, which is hydro and electro. Shattered, which is when you shatter somebody who's frozen, usually with claymore users and stuff like that. When somebody's frozen and you keep hitting them, sometimes you'll crit shatter them, which does big damage. And then swirl, which is anemo. Anemo mixed with any of the elements causes swirl. So that's why elementary mastery is important, but generally only important on support characters or characters you're trying to cause that elemental reaction to happen. So for example, like my main team, I'm all DPSs and I'm not entirely worried about causing elemental reactions on this team. But on my other team that has Beidou, Jingqiao, Qiqi, they are actually all designed to interact with each other. So normally Jingqiao's here and then I'll have Jean. So Jean can throw down her burst, which causes swirl, and then I can throw in hydro, I can throw in electro, I can throw in cryo, which are my 3 characters here, that causes swirl. So if Jean has a higher elementary mastery, it does more damage, basically. It just gives you that extra multiplier. But I don't have Jean, for example, high on elementary mastery. Like a lot of them, like Sucrose is higher on elementary mastery, but I don't cause elemental reactions as much as I probably should, so my elementary mastery on my characters aren't that high. But if you're causing elemental reactions all the time, it's good to level up your elementary mastery and find artifacts that give that bonus so that they level up higher. Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, so I was confused with it too when it came to like elementary mastery and everything. So I was a little bit confused about it, and then did some research and stuff like that, played around, and then figured it out. So yeah, that's what it does. It's the chain reaction between elements and stuff like that that causes it. So. Hello, Lifex. Thanks for joining the dream. I don't have Diluc, sorry. I was not fortunate to pull Diluc. That's, if you ever saw one of my streams before, my friend Tochi has Diluc, and she names him. I don't have Diluc. The characters that I have are Zhao, Tartaglia, Zhongli, Qiqi,